I'm Brian.
I'm Lydia.
Tonight we're going to treat ourselves from another pick from the bunch we got from Clayton, Hollingsworth. And today we're looking at pepper number 6.
What could it be, Brian?
This beautiful pepper. You can see this loveliness on it.
This is mine.
Would be an RB003.
Ta-da!
Which little research says it's a cross between a Carolina Reaper and a 7-pot brain strain. Let's see what this looks like on the inside. See, now we both have our own. It doesn't matter how bad I cut it.
No, not really. You can mangle that pepper as much as you want.
I can.
Oh, so there's some... see if you can see it. There's a bit of oils on the outside, on the knife, and it smells... It's real peppery right away as soon as you open it. Oh, wow.
There's a good look on the inside. Look at a lot of placenta in that one. So it's...
This one, too, is very...
All right.
All right. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's go.
Cheers. Fruity up front.
It's fruity and a little bitter. It tastes really good though. And it's definitely it's got a strong flavor to it. I think it's that fruitiness kind of goes away pretty quickly, and then I just got hit with some bitterness. And I didn't even eat any seeds in that one. That first bite was just the end of it with no seeds at all, I don't think.
Pretty hot, pretty quick.
I feel it on like here on the outside of my mouth. It's really hot. The seeds were pleasant. It's real hot in the front of my mouth right now. Little bit in my throat.
Same. So for me, like, the first bite was fruity at the front, and then it got bitter and bitter and bitter the more I chewed it. And at the end, it was very bitter to me.
That's about the only flavor I'm picking up on, and I can still taste the bitterness in my mouth.
The bitterness got real strong.
Yeah.
I thought it was very bitter towards the end. So if you like that bitter taste...
I don't think it wasn't like an unpleasant kind of bitter. It was very, that's the flavor that this one carries, is bitter. My throat's heating up a lot.
It is. My whole mouth is getting there now.
And you can tell it's just ramping. It's going.
Yep.
My nose is starting to run too.
It is. Almost has that like train feel, like here we go, you know.
Going up the mountain.
Yeah.
I just breathed in and got like a blast of heat down my throat. Talking is starting to hurt a little bit too.
Right now, it's still all in my mouth right now. I haven't really gotten that blast down my throat yet.
It's still okay. It's not...
There it goes.
Yeah.
It just started working its way back down my throat.
It's burning in my throat, but it's not like a total throat pain.
I still feel it in my mouth.
Yeah.
On my tongue.
It's building a lot. It's still going up.
Ooh, quick. Timer.
Ugh. I'm never going to remember this. We need to set a timer to remember to set a timer. My gums hurt.
Oh yeah, my whole mouth
They're
hurts.
real stingy. Yeah.
It's very, very, very hot pepper.
It's a big burn.
It's definitely, I mean, already, I don't know, a minute in maybe, and it's already way hotter than the ones we had last night, I think.
Oh yeah.
But we only ate half, so it's tough to.
This
gauge.
is also, it's that painful throat too. It's like, it's. I'm trying to think what the last one we had that was a big throat burn was. Now I can't remember. The Tiberius Mahler, was that it?
I didn't think that was too bad, but.
Oh, I'm totally forgetting now. It's whatever. We did one a couple nights ago that it really hurt my throat. And I want to say it was the mall. Right now, I feel like my memory of that, I'd have to rewatch the video to make sure, but I feel like this is kind of similar to that one. Like, I'm getting it.
My whole
throat.
mouth's hot and my throat's hot, so it's. The more I swallow, the more my throat hurts.
I don't feel like it's done yet either.
No,
like, it's
I still
going
feel
up.
like it's climbing.
My eyes are starting to water too a little bit.
It's like very peppery right now, like that pepper.
Yeah. The flavor or the...
It's a good flavor. It is a good flavor.
Oh, my throat really hurts though. Actually, like, very unpleasant throat burn.
My nose starting to run.
Reminds me of, like, you know when you have a really bad sore throat coming on, like when you're sick and you can feel this like rawness in your throat. That's exactly what this feels like right now.
It does have that feel. It's building in my throat. I mean, it's.
And in fact, I feel like it shifted where my mouth heat has kind of like maybe not dropped, but it's definitely not climbing. My throat has gotten progressively worse.
Yeah, it's not dropping in my mouth, but my throat is getting hotter. It's a very, very, very hot pepper.
It is really hot. Woo. But now I feel like maybe it's done climbing. I don't know if I feel like it's going up. And the fact that my mouth heat has kind of
Dissipated
a little bit gone down. Oh, I can barely see. I have a lot of tears in my eyes. Now I'm like actually crying.
It is pretty warm here tonight too, so it's.
I'll use that as my excuse that it's kind of warm out.
I'm not. This pepper's hot.
It's also not that warm. Oh, this is real painful.
This is a heavy burn.
The throat pain is mostly happening when I swallow.
It is. I still feel a lot of it on my tongue, the back of my tongue.
I'm feeling kind of mid-tongue and the top of my throat, and I'm just crying. I don't know if you can see, but just tears. A lot of saliva, which is only adding to my throat pain because that's
Right?
when...
We have to keep swallowing. So
So I have two options, swallow or drool. So far, I'm going to go with swallowing. We'll see if that changes.
I mean, it's not dropping much. It's not really dropping. I don't think it's dropping too much at all. But
No, I mean, I can tell it's coming down. But it's like, I just, as you said that, felt like it subsided a lot in my throat and in my mouth. But it's very hot still. Like, I'm irritated in my eyes.
yeah, I mean,
Throat.
this is might be so far the most complete pepper I've had because everything is on fire.
Yeah, literally everything's on fire. Oh.
But it did. I mean, when I could taste it, it had a great flavor. So
It tasted good. It wasn't that bitter that I felt like was unpleasant to taste.
No.
Even though bitter is not my favorite flavor profile. I also feel like this one shot up really high, but it didn't stay there for so long that it was like, oh, when is this going to end? Like, it did start to come back down.
like it kind of went up for me, and instead of plateauing, it dropped a little bit and then plateaued.
Yeah, that's exactly what this feels like.
Yeah.
Like it didn't stay there for so. I mean, it did. It stayed there for a little bit of time, but it wasn't just like coasting along. You're like, oh, when's it gonna end? Like,
I know a couple of peppers I've described like it just stayed there, but this one kind of came down a little bit and then.
Yeah. And the come down, I feel like it wasn't. It seemed like it's because now I'm a lot more down. Like I'm pretty good right now. I felt like it went up, and it didn't do that step down. Like it dropped pretty well.
See, mine didn't do that. Mine went up, and it came down a little bit, but it stayed. It dropped gradually. Now it dropped quite a bit.
Maybe I'm just, better at handling it.
Maybe. Possible.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, we are at
Oh, sweet. What time is it?
6 minutes.
I didn't even notice anymore. That's really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right.
Well, I mean, if any of you guys have eaten the RB003, let us know what you thought of it. I thought it was a great all-around pepper.
Yeah.
I mean, it had great heat, great flavor. Clayton hooked us up. That was a great pepper. Thank you. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe.
Yeah, we got a lot more coming going forward. So
Until next time, have a great night.
Good night.